What's up, everybody? Just wanted to wish everybody health and everything. I wasn't feeling good. I was gonna do a video on this past St. Patrick's Day, but I actually wasn't feeling too well. Which I don't like St. Patrick's Day at all. It's actually not a good holiday, especially if you're black. But I just wanted to drop this video anyway, even though I'm late, because it has a lot to do with St. Patrick's Day. I mean, it's going to be about leprechauns and what they pretty much mean and what they originate from. Uh, it's going to be really quick. I'm not going to kind of drag this out. I already did this video. My son actually messed it up. I'm not too good at editing or anything like that yet, so I just want to I'm just going to reshoot it, make it quick. So basically, leprechaun isn't really spelled like we think, or not the original word anyway. The original word is looks like this. It's called leprechaun, and that became however you spell leprechaun. I think like this. Okay. If you need to spell it, you can look at a box, look at charms, whatever. But leprechaun. Okay. But the original word is leprechaun. The last part right here is important because that's actually where leprechauns come from. They come from the Greek the Greek god Pan. All right. And the Greek god Pan, he has little descendants, right? Okay, called satyrs, right? So the leprechaun or leprechaun, right, is just Irish, and we got Greek right here for Pan, right? So I like to tell people like this. I don't want to go into like a long explanation about it. It's really simple. It's just like how you have hip hop over here, you guys, and then and started in whatever year in the Bronx, and then it just caught a wave. You know what I'm saying? So like over time and over different cultures and stuff like that, you're gonna get different versions of hip hop. You got Japanese hip hop, you got Australian hip hop, right? So it's all derived from the same source. Like if you came and you just heard Australian hip hop, that's not the original, right? But some people stay boxed into that. It's pretty much what Christianity does, and not knocking Christianity because it's good if you read it right. Okay, but basically you'll stay locked into one particular sound, even though it's not the original sound that started the whole thing in the first place. That makes no sense. Okay. Again, if you were to go like anywhere other than New York, and not to say you don't want to listen to these too, because you can, but to let this be your end all be all. If you were again like using this as an example with hip hop, you'll be missing out. Japanese hip hop is cool. Definitely comes into America where it started. You're missing out on the real the essence of what it actually was, because all these are is just like a different interpretation of this sound. Okay, so what happened with these characters basically is the same thing. To kind of run that down to you, it started off with wait, let me make this real quick. I'll throw this one in there too because this is also the same character. This will be a different video for y'all. Know people like Christmas, the same thing. But it all started in Egypt with Osiris and Men, okay? Which this is where the word men came from, okay? It wasn't M-E-N, it was M-I-N. All right, so Osiris is no different than Pan. You can just look this stuff up online. Osiris is the ram-headed god that appears in Mendes. He's pretty much the god of everything, but especially like farming, okay? What else? He's farming plants. What else? Blah, 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 blah. He is the god of heaven and hell. Okay, the king of heaven, the king of hell. Again, he's a ram-headed god, right? Just when you look up the legend about Pan, you're gonna notice a lot of the same things. They're both gods of Jupiter. Okay, Pan is the same thing. Pan is like a wood god. He's a half goat instead of a ram. They use the goat. Okay, but he's short. Okay, again, leprechauns wear green. You can just start cross-referencing some of these similarities. Leprechauns wear green because Osiris is the green god. All right. What else? Leprechauns, just to kind of tie all this in together. Leprechauns. There's two different types. There's a one type that you see on the cereal boxes with the little cereal Lucky Charms. Now those ones are supposed to be like like the worker, the worker bees ones. Like they hang out in little groups. They can socialize. They're supposed to be loners in general, but they can't hang out in little groups. Okay, that's where the Santa elves concept comes from. Now now Santa Okay, because the leprechauns have another one that you normally don't hear about. Okay, you can look it up. I forget the name of it. I think it's just a leprechaun, but it's the older ones, and these ones actually are old with a long white beard. They have a red suit on and they wear black shoes with a buckle. It's just Santa. All right, like let's just stop, being silly. Okay, again, he's by himself. He doesn't hang out with the other ones. Leprechauns make shoes, right? It's no different than little elves making toys. Okay, they just make shoes, toys, whatever. They're making something. Okay, they're hanging out. Okay, but again, once you get over to the bigger one, the older one, right? Uh, the bigger older leprechaun. Again, so you got the elves over here, the young ones. But the bigger older leprechaun, he hangs out by himself. He's always smoking a pipe. He has his shoes on. Okay, he doesn't hang out with the other ones, the ones wearing green. Again, he wears red. It's just Santa, just done over for a different time. That's all it is. Now, the main concept behind all these holidays, I'm not going to get into each individual one. But the main thing I want to leave you guys with is, again, this is Greek with Pan. This is Irish with the leprechaun. This is English, whatever. All right. And this is where it all started. This is Egyptian. Okay. So all these are just different, excuse me, my writing. All right. All these are different versions of a very old Egyptian belief system or an Egyptian myth, which the myths aren't bad at all. The myths are actually very, like I heard somebody say the other day that myths aren't biblical. Yes, they are. If you read them right. A lot of times they play with you guys. It's funny. Not even you guys. They play with everybody. They're playing with me once upon a time. They'll tell you the truth, and then ask you if it's the truth or a lie. But no, that's a myth. That's not biblical. But yet it is biblical. All right, and it is the truth. It is. It just depends on if you can see it or not. All right. Um. Anyway, to give you guys a quick one, I know I jump around sometimes. A Christmas tree, you guys. I'm gonna say this for another video because I'm not feeling too well. But a Christmas tree. You ever notice why there's always a star at the top, right? Okay, that's the Star of David. It's the promise, the covenant. Okay. Again, I don't try to leave you on cliffhangers, but the Christmas tree, and you like the Christmas tree at the end. It's the covenant star, the Star of David. It's the promise of God. Okay, that's why every tree is supposed to have. That's why we traditionally put a star at the top of it, or not we, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, it's a very biblical thing. It's not just Jesus' birthday and giving gifts at all. At all, and it's not even bad. Okay, I've heard like other things, like some weird stuff about Christmas, some whatever they're doing, like think un-Christmas like things. You know what I'm saying? But no, the true essence of what this is, it's a transformation process going on inside your body, and they play it out in Christmas. Okay, it's like a whole play. Okay, it is a play. Like if you notice, there's what, 7 reindeer or something like that. Is it 7 reindeer? Yeah. Okay. There's 7 reindeer, you guys. I'm gonna basically explain Santa and what are we talking about here? Saint Patrick's Day. Yeah, and how I'm gonna like connect that for you in 2 seconds, real quick. And you can do your own research. I encourage all y'all to do your own research. That's what's really gonna make it sink in for you, is that you actually go and look for yourself. I'm just telling you, kind of guiding you. Anyway, so let me go ahead and break down. What are we doing? The Christmas tree. Okay, and because they're all the same thing. Okay, these are all the same things over and over again. Even the Bible and all the scriptures are all just telling you the same thing over and over and over again. They just spin it in different ways. Just like hip hop, you'll hear the same type of genre of music, but you'll hear it almost over and over again, just in different types of different melodies, different pacings, and just in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, the never-ending story. It might change a little bit, but it still has the same, basic elements that make hip hop, or make something what it is, right? So anyway, so listen, we got, hey, quiet you. Hey, quiet. Excuse me, y'all. So listen, again, forget my drawing, not the best drawer, especially now when I'm sick, right? That's going to be my excuse I'm sticking with. It's true, though. So we got a pot of gold, whatever, this is gold. All right, it's black gold, right? But it's gold, all right? Okay, so then we got a rainbow coming out, right? With all these, it's supposed to be 7 colors, right? Whatever. All right, we're gonna imagine that's 7. I don't know if it is, but we're gonna say it's 7. All right, so those are my 7 colors. All right, we're supposed to be 7 colors. All right, and then we got what are we talking about here? Santa, right? Okay, you got Santa with his what does he got? Like a sleigh, right? Like a big, sleigh. And then he has what are the reindeer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. 7 of those too. Okay. Uh, That's right. This is my Santa. Okay. And he's fat. All right, that's my Santa. Okay. And my reindeers are just gonna be little lions because that's all I feel like doing. Anyway, so all right, Merry Christmas, and I don't know what they say for St. Patrick's Day. Who cares? Anyway, so the seven lines that you guys are gonna see when you look up in the sky at a rainbow. Number one, you're only seeing what's already there in the first place. That rainbow light is always there. It's just you see it after a rainy day because it'll like go through like the water droplet. Okay. So it'll go through the water droplet and basically, hold on 1 second. Hey, can one of you guys close my door, please? Can you one of you guys close my door, please? Thank you. I'm almost done anyway, but just so I don't have to pick up, they don't have to hear any back sound. I'm pretty much finished. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, sorry about that, you guys. Anyway, I had to wrap this up real quick. All right. So what was I saying? Yeah. So when you see the seven colors in a rainbow, okay, that's not gonna be all the colors that are actually there. Those are just the seven colors that your eye picks up. There's actually like millions or billions of them. All those colors are frequencies. When vibration makes sound and all that. If you know anything about vibration, how vibration is going to give you a certain sound, or I'm sorry, a certain sound, but also versus as a color. Okay, so vibration equals like sound and color. It comes off in waves. Okay, have different oscillations that give you the different vibrations, different sounds, different colors. Light is sound, all that stuff. Anyway, they're frequencies, right? Light frequencies. Okay. So the point is all the frequencies here you're not going to be able to see. You're going to be able to see seven of them, right? But what you really want to pay attention to is the part that the actual pot of gold, right? That's the leprechaun is guarding or whatever. Okay, that's actually just a body. Okay, so this pot of gold is actually you. You can't chase a leprechaun outside of yourself because there is no pot of gold outside of yourself. The pot of gold was you the whole time. That was the joke they're playing on. Remember I told you to play with you guys sometimes. So the joke, the riddle, the trick here. There's always a joke, riddle, or trick. Normally 9 times out of 10, which makes it fun. Sometimes if you know how to play this little game they play, but it's it's actually a body, you guys. So I want some of you guys to look up like a picture of like a chakra. You know what I'm saying? Like with the little person seated with their legs folded, kind of like how I am now. I don't know if you can't really see me like that. But yeah, I got my legs folded, It's going to have like the chakra systems and somebody meditating. And you're going to notice every single one of the chakras has one of the corresponding rainbow colors. It's because it's the same thing. Okay, what they're telling you is that those different glands inside your body, which there's more than seven, those are just the ones that, just like they're showing you the seven colors, just they're not going to put all of them, millions of them on there. They're just going to, summarize it, speed it up, like I'm trying to do. Right? So the chakra system, okay, which is inside of your body, okay, is meant to synthesize this outer light, okay, all right, which is millions of lights, not just the seven that you see from the rainbow. That's not just around during when it's raining or after, which is around you all the time, okay, through your body, which is this pot of gold, okay. It's the process of alchemy that the Egyptians talked about. I want you to think of your soul like a piece of coal, okay? Like, going back to the old Christmas thing, all right? That's what he was talking about too, all right? So this coal is supposed to be transformed, right? Like old King Cole was a merry old soul. These rhymes, these scriptures are all, I know it sounds crazy to y'all, but they're all telling you the same stories. Even the rhymes that you didn't think were rhymes based on any biblical thing or anything that had to do with God, your soul, you're wrong. I haven't found one that's not about this. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his, pipe, he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Be careful with these interpretations because a lot of times people get these wrong. Again, a pipe in the bowl, first thing I would think about, like a scientist, a mortar and pedestal, or, a penis and a vagina. It doesn't matter how you want to view it. It's two creation instruments, okay? And then it's fiddlers three. They, need something to play these, okay? And they intermingle, like, the fiddlers three can be like man, woman, and child that put this pipe and bowl into motion, right? So again, old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Pipe and bowl, I'm telling you something to do with creation, and then the three players, like man, woman, and child. if you want to try to think elements or something along those lines, but there's 4 elements though. So I don't know. But anyway, we're getting off track. Point I want to make here is about coal. Okay, so the whole thing about coal is coal. There's a diamond right on the inside. Okay, there's a whatever you guys. Man, this is horrible. That's supposed to be a diamond, y'all. Anyway, how about we just write it? Okay, here, diamond. All right. I'm not even. I can't go out like that. There we go. Bam, diamond. I had this a little bit better. All right. So the coal, with enough pressure after it goes through a process, is going to turn into a diamond, right? You got to add pressure, heat, and time. That's really what it boils down to. It's pressure, heat, and time. Okay. Same thing over here. So when you got the pot of gold, which is again, let me write it in here, body, it's just okay, it's going to condense this soul that you have on the inside, okay, this soul, okay, or transform it through pressure, basically pressure, heat, and time. I just taught myself, pressure, heat, and time, and using the outside light, okay, as some sort of catalyst or whatnot, okay, to have like some sort of chemical reaction, photosynthesis, and turning your soul, which is in one state, call it coal, whatever you want, into a different state, a more usable state for your next, okay, for your next step, which your next step is, what you guys are called going to heaven, your transformation. In the Greek, a Greek story, I forget, somebody passes away, but they always put 2 gold coins on his eyes. Okay, it's the same concept. It's basically turning your soul from one state into another state, ready to go to a different, okay, a new beginning, a new creation, okay, a new horizon, all right, transformation, alchemy, okay, turning lead or coal into gold. Okay, alchemy, turning lead or coal, whatever, lead, coal, call what you want. Again, there's different things, lead, coal, whatever, into gold. All right, that's it. Okay, so who is the body? The pot of gold is the body. All right, that's your pot. Okay, people think you got to be doctors and lawyers. You already are a star, and you already are all that stuff. It's just you're designed that way. Okay, the riches are all around you. You just don't see it. Okay, who absorbs the most gold? Black people do. All right, this is just science. It's common sense. Okay, melanated people, especially black people, absorb more of the sun's frequencies. That's just the way they're designed. It just happens to be the way it is. Sorry if you don't feel good about that science, but that's just facts. Okay, so the more melanated skin you have, or carbon-based skin, or not carbon-based, carbon in your skin, whatever, melanin is carbon. Okay, then the better you are going to have a relationship with that sun out there giving off these rays, because you're a sun child. Okay, so that's what you're designed to do. You're designed to interact with the sun out there because your little sun, or your soul on the inside. Okay. He's like the gardener. He's like the food supply. You're just like a plant, okay? Not to say you can stay outside forever in the sun, because you can't. Even plants get sunburned. So, you can definitely get sunburned. Just like if you eat too much food, you'll get sick, okay? Yeah, you can eat, but eventually if you eat too much, you'll get sick. Okay, no different with sunlight, but and there's different and it's also to do with the outside sun too, but also your inner light. A lot of it to do with that as well. There's always normally like a physical and a spiritual interpretation. Just there's more even than that. A lot of times there's like meanings hidden within meanings to a lot of different things. That's why it's so easy to get confused. But to kind of start off with the main two, there's always a physical one and a spiritual one for sure. Just try to like an outer and an inner, as above so below, which is like a Kemetic principle. But anyway, that's the secret with the leprechaun. The leprechaun is actually inside of you. Okay, the leprechaun is just actually your heart. Okay, the heart chakra is green. Okay, that's Osiris. He's represented by the heart chakra. So be like, follow your heart. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow your heart. Okay, you can't fake that though. You can't chase him. You got to follow your heart. It's the inner thing. All right. Anyway, back over to my crazy looking Santa Claus. Santa Claus has 7 reindeer, you guys. He's basically just doing the same thing. He's taking the gifts, okay, to the kids, all right, and putting them under the tree, okay. All right. So the first thing is he's flying off with 7 reindeer. Just the 7, you know, looks like the 7 bands of light. And he's leading off with Rudolph. He's the red one because Rudolph is the lowest frequency. Rudolph is the lowest frequency on the rainbow. That's why he's red. Okay, and then he's flying over to deliver gifts. But then if you're not good though, he'll give you what? A lump of coal, meaning you haven't done your job yet, which meaning you don't get a gift this year. Okay, the gifts are for the people that have done the work. Okay, and have changed their soul from a soul that's coal or lead, okay, into gold or like a diamond, from one form to another. This is all basically just all these holidays. I guess I could have summed it up. I might even put this in the title. This is just alchemy. It's the process of turning something from one stage into something more valuable, which is that same thing just in a different form. Okay, alchemy, transformation, rebirth. Okay, again, alchemy, transformation, rebirth, ascension, all of that. Okay, but it starts. That's what your St. Patrick's Day, whatever. Which we don't celebrate that at all. But that's really. And not even St. Patrick's Day. I'm sorry, but just the whole myth behind a leprechaun. Because it's not even St. Patrick's Day. Like I said, we don't celebrate that at all. Don't like St. Patrick. Don't celebrate it. Don't none of that. Okay, but anyway, the point is yeah. So St. Patrick's Day is none other than Christmas. It's just different. One is English, one is Irish. Santa's bringing you either a lump of coal because you didn't do your job, or he's gonna bring you some gifts. Okay, he's gonna fill your stocking and stuff and give you gifts under the tree. Again, last thing I'll leave y'all with is the tree. I'm gonna do a video about Christmas and all that later, more in depth. But yeah, basically the tree. You always have a star at the end. Okay. Boom. Okay, you're gonna ride the 7 reindeer with the sleigh. Okay, think of it like that. Like the sleigh is like a pot. Okay, think of it like that. The sleigh is like a pot of gold, right? Or doesn't Santa have a sack with goodies? There you go. There's a sack, and then he's flying in like with the 7 reindeer. Okay, just like the 7 different colors on the rainbow. Okay, he's riding the rainbow. Okay, with this pot of gold. He's just like a big leprechaun. I told you the bigger ones I've read on. He's just a big leprechaun, right? And then he's gonna go find children to give gifts to. Okay, the gifts are the gold. Okay, a bag of gifts. Give you whatever you want, whatever you wish. Okay, and he's gonna give those to the kids, and he places them under the tree. Okay, got gifts under the tree. Now the tree, I'm gonna drop a real gem on y'all. The tree that you're lighting up on Christmas and all that, it always has a star at the top. Okay, a Christmas tree can't be a tree. You got to put something at the top, a star. Why is it a star? Because it's the Star of David. Okay, the star at the top of your tree, that you put up during Christmas time, that lights up at the top on just about every Christmas tree, is the Star of David. It represents God's promise, God's covenant to you. Okay. This is also the tree of, which one did we eat from, good and evil? This is the tree of life, y'all. The one that you need for immortality. That's what God's promise is about, immortality. That's what all this is telling you. This is telling you how to become immortal. Not my words. This is what it is. Okay, this is the process of you going from a average, everyday, whatever your name is, to understanding these hidden clues and secrets and breaking down these myths into actually what they are, which are divine messages encoded in myth. Okay, which are the same stories from the Bible, just told in a different way, just in a more, jolly, whatever type, non-serious way, carried out in everyday, what you call traditions or holidays, which are just alchemical processes or formulas broken down and played out in what you call a holiday when you go buy gifts and blah 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 blah. That's not what the real meaning of it is behind. That's what people do, but that's not what it is. It's all about everlasting life. Okay, everlasting life and how you can get there, how the process is real. It's played out in front of you all the time because Christmas, and last thing I'll tell y'all, comes right before what? A Happy New Year. Okay, it's not for no reason, man. It's Christmas. After Christmas, it's Happy New Year. The year starts all over again for some, basically, well, not all over again, but I'm saying like you either go through the process of everlasting life and leave here, okay, what you guys call heaven, okay, or you have what you call reincarnation, like the naughty kids, naughty or nice. Naughty kids, you got to come back and hope for a gift next year. The nice kids, they get their gift. It's a Merry Christmas for them and a Happy New Year. For the other kids, with the lump of coal, probably not so much. They got to try to go back and be nice to get a gift next year. Okay, that's what the whole reincarnation thing is about. Okay, he's putting that lump of coal in their stocking because that's what they still got to work with. They haven't done their work. Okay, which means your pot of gold does not have enough coins in it to pass go. All right, you don't have enough coins in there. All right. So anyway, I'm going to be out of here. You guys take it easy, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.